A new study published in Work, Employment, and Society argues that, contrary to what some conservatives have argued, increased welfare spending does not hamper people's desire to work. Instead, the study suggests that welfare spending might even have a positive impact on people's work-related motivation. The study tried to measure welfare's effect on people's desire to work by correlating two measures of national spending on welfare with the proportion of people in each country that claimed that they would want to work even if they didn't need any money. The study relied on survey results from about 19,000 people across 18 European nations taken from the European Social Survey. This study is a large survey which decides who to contact by a completely random selection of addresses. This could give us an extremely representative sample of the populations. However, some nations have much lower response rates than others, and this might bias the results. Regardless, the study found that both measures of welfare spending positively correlated at about 0.7 with people's self-reported willingness to work. In other words, the more a country spent on welfare, the more likely its people were to say that they would want to work even if they didn't need any money. Thus, one author of the study concludes, quote, "The notion that big welfare states are associated with widespread cultures of dependency or other adverse consequences of poor short-term incentive structures receives little support," end quote. Now, the most obvious limitation of this study is that it's unable to tell which variable is the effect and which is the cause. It might be that welfare spending leads people to be more willing to work, but it could just as easily be that having a population that wants to work enables a state to spend more on welfare. The other major limitation of this study is that it relies on a self-report measure of how willing people are to work. Past research has shown that expansions of the welfare state predict future rises in unemployment, so taking people at their word may be unwise. Additionally, as covered in a recent daily data video that will be linked in the description, a study out last year compared families that differ due to pure luck in whether or not they managed to get on welfare benefits, and showed that the children of those who were put on welfare were significantly more likely to be on welfare themselves as adults. Personally, I find the behavioral and objective measures of work-related behavior more compelling than the self-report measures. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see a new video about a new study 6 days a week, consider subscribing to Daily Data. And if you want to help our videos do better in the YouTube search engine, consider leaving a comment.